Finally, we got to see every single elite specialization that's coming in End of Dragons. Some look floppy, others look amazing. And this is my ranking of the elite specializations for End of Dragons. By the way, this has nothing to do with gameplay. This is just really how cool they look. 9th, Catalyst. Listen, I really like the idea of empowering the elements into your weapon, using wells, smacking characters around with a hammer. I do, but I don't really feel like that hit the Elementalist on the head. I don't feel like it did it true justice. When I personally see the Elementalist and I see how the character or my idea of the profession, again, it's my idea, I feel like it should be ranged. I feel like there should be more damaging attacks from a distance. Now, I don't know how that would be fleshed out, but I just didn't really like the vibe of being essentially an enhancement shaman from World of Warcraft. 8th, Willbender. Okay, so the Willbender. It looked awesome at first, but I can't say that it held my attention. Obviously, with other professions coming out, it didn't feel like how I thought the Guardian should be. When I think of a Guardian, I think of a heavy, plate-wearing, non-hyper-mobile protector, what have you. Honestly, it just felt like a thief with a little splash of Guild Wars 1 monk. Now, it's cool, don't get me wrong, to have hyper-mobile damage dealers flying all over the place, burning foes as you go. Don't get me wrong, that is a cool aesthetic. I just don't think that it fit the Guardian the way that it should have. 7th, Harbinger. Okay, so the previous two expansions, ArenaNet knocked it out of the park. I mean, Reaper, perfect. That is exactly how you should interpret an elite specialization from a base class to something that's spicier. And then the Scourge, you think about it, Scourge, you're in the desert, it makes sense, it's so cool. The Harbinger doesn't really feel like what a necromancer should be, you know? Now, granted, I get it, it's a new elite specialization, I'm not saying that, but the idea of using corrosive bullets and being skilled alchemist, in my opinion, sounds way too close, way too close to what an engineer is. It looks flashy, it looks unique, yes, but it just didn't do it for me. 6th, Specter. So one of the more recent ones, and I really think that they did Thief's justice, as I've seen a lot of the comments. People are loving that there is a different role available for the Thief. Thief is usually damage dealers, that's their thing. But this opens up a ton of versatility for them in later game meta. I gotta stop using that word. I love the idea of using shadows and support magic to help allies. I think that is just a brand new spin to the Thief that fits it thematically. The Scepter, yeah, I mean, Specter, Spec. It is interesting and I liked it. I feel like there were other ones that did a lot better, but this by no means is the worst ranked one. 5th, Virtuoso. Not a Mesmer player by any means, but damn, that profession looks awesome. Summoning imaginary daggers that are real and stab you, I mean, that's cool. There's portals of daggers popping up all over the place. You summon a freaking dagger storm. I mean, that just fits so well with the Mesmer. I thought that was one of the better ones that were fleshed out. I really thought it was cool. Thematically speaking, it fits exactly what I would think a Mesmer should do. They've done fantastic by the Mesmer. I mean, if we look at the Chrono, if we look at the Mirage, I mean, they're just fantastic. I think they have nailed the Mesmer spec and that class fantasy perfectly. 4th, Vindicator. So of course the Revenant being all Revenant-y? Yeah. Channeling the powers of legendary figures from history. I mean, at this point, I just don't know why they don't go with the kitty man, Ritlock himself. I would be a Revenant in a heartbeat. But channeling two characters who play a major role in Guild Wars 1 from the Kurziks and the Luxons, oh, that fits so well, and they come together to fight Shiro, and it's like Shiro's the other one that you got. I mean, come on. That is so cool. Not only with them getting the superhero landing, I'm sorry, yeah, you only get one dodge, but it's a superhero landing. That almost makes me want to play the damn profession, because I want to pretend I am Iron Man landing. Seriously, the profession was well done. I love the thematics of the specialization. Just well done all the way around. Good job, ArenaNet. Before I get into the last three, two different things that I want to bring up. First, I want to thank you guys all for your support of me, of this channel, and everything that I'm trying to do on the interwebs. Because of your guys' support and endorsement, I have reached the mile marker of 1,000 subscribers, so I can actually start digging in and making this a career. But I do want to seriously thank you, everyone who's watching this. Thank you guys for being there to support me. It really does mean a lot. Second, to show you my support of you, to show you thanks for your, you get the point. I'm dad jokes. That's what you guys come here for. 2 dad jokes instead of 1. Lucky you. How do you look for Will Smith in the snow? For fresh prints. Ha! And did you hear about the circus fire? It was intense. You would think 2 back-to-back would be at least worth a giggle, but they're just not. Third, Untamed. So in the top 3 is 100% the Ranger's new specialization, the Untamed. It has given me enough interest to start farting around on my Ranger, gathering up hero points, getting ready to unlock the specialization when End of Dragons comes around. That's how good this profession looks. When I played this profession, I did it because of the pet. Obviously, of the pet. Well, it was like 90% the pet, and then like 10% fantasies of trying to be Legolas. Bows and arrows and such. But man, cycling earth power from you to your pet, and then you have a hammer and you're whacking away, and then all of a sudden your pet gets empowered and you double tap them with the Sick'em. Like, the combos look really, really cool. Also, shout out to the bunny thumpers from Guild Wars 1. I see this actually quite frequently. A lot of people get upset that the Ranger doesn't focus mainly on ranged attacks, either longbow or the short bow. I want to remind people, it is more of a nature-oriented profession. More than anything, it's a nature-oriented profession. So yeah, you're attuned to your pets, and yes, you do prefer to have your pet tanking most of it, and then you're attacking from a distance. But I mean, a Ranger to me is also like Aragorn from Lord of the Rings. I mean, yeah, he could shoot a bow, but he's a lot more deadly with his greatsword. So, and finally, of course, the Ranger mains have their long awaited pet-oriented elite specialization. Your time is now. It has come. You guys can be happy now. Second, Bladesworn. I have to say, I was extremely hesitant of the Gunblade and the Bladesworn. Extremely hesitant. Like, honestly, to the point I was like, oh, that's not a good move by ArenaNet. I didn't think that one was going to win over. This spec makes me want to throw my engineer out and play the Bladesworn. I want to be full weeb with a Gunblade at my side and teleporting behind people. That's what I want to be when I play this character. I made a whole video. I stayed up until 2 in the morning making a video of how great this profession was. That is how much it drew me in. That is how close I was to saying, engineer, I don't care. The fact that it takes more timing than people consider, and then also lining up your buffs and coordination, it adds a different flavor to the warrior, and I absolutely love it. Aesthetically, at first, I was not the biggest fan, but holy crap, I was wrong, and I'll be the first one to admit it. This profession kicks ass. Number 1, Mechanist. Okay, so I'll start with this. Specialization for End of Dragons, I think, is either going to be the Mechanist. Called it! Listen, I may be a bit biased with this because I main an engineer now, and I'm planning on maining an engineer into End of Dragons even before I found out that we were getting a goddamn mech. But we're getting a damn mech. A mech! We're fighting along with our mace and our shield, and out of the sky drops a goddamn Swiss Army knife that's going to come in and mutilate everything around it. Holy crap, that's so cool! It's got jade fists, it's got lasers. I mean, come on. I haven't even played it, and I'm so excited. This is the one that knocked it out of the park. Again, this is all just my opinion based off of what we've seen, but this profession could be the very worst. This elite specialization could be the very worst in every sense of the meta, and I'd still play the hell out of it. I don't care. Holy crap. Just bravo, ArenaNet. Just well done. Mwah, knocked it out of the park. You can't beat that. That's it. That's game over. No other professions. Cancel the game. It's done. Don't need it. What did you think about the Elite Specializations? Which one was your favorite? Tell me in the comment section down below. Again, thank you everyone for your guys' support. I am just humbled by the outpouring that I've seen from you guys. I have to say that again. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And as always, I'm the Caffeinated Dad. I'll see you guys around.